ET Final Score is brought to you by Ashley Furniture. Welcome to ETFinalScore.com, your source for all the highlight stats and stories and scores from around East Texas high school football, with your host, Eric Sullivan.
What's up, everybody? This is the first ETFinalScore.com football show of the season. We will likely be here for the next 16 Fridays because the football here in East Texas always produces a state champion or two or three from the area. Eric Sullivan here. We got Emily Gagnon joining us from Rose Stadium in just a moment. Now, here's how you can get a hold of the show right here. Text me at 216-7290, or if you want to comment or post a score or post a game report, that's what a lot of people have been doing tonight. Go to the ETFinalScore.com, ETFinalScore Twitter page at ETFinalScore, and you can play Sports Reporter right there. Had a lot of great tweets tonight. We will show you some of those in just a moment. First up, we've got to start with the game everybody was talking about this week. The John Tyler Lions taking on their longtime rival Lufkin. While JT has gotten all the hype so far, the Panthers have owned this series the past few years. Also, Todd Quick has taken over for the late Johnny Outlaw. Classy move by Coach Rickland Holmes here to honor Coach Outlaw with the plaque. Now, early on, how about the guy? That's his nickname, Greg Ward. He's just the guy. Finds Freddie Ross, and there's nobody better with the ball in his hands after the catch than Freddie. He scores, gives a salute, gets a high five there. Coach Holmes loves it, 7-0. Lufkin's big quarterback, Tyler Stubblefield. He's looking, but there is Tyus Bowser and Devontae Jefferson with the double sack right there. Tyus Bowser is one of the most intimidating guys in East Texas. Now more defense by JT. Terry Osborne off the tip pass. He gets it, and JT in business, showing a little bit of everything early. Now here's where the fun begins. Greg Ward calling the number to his other favorite receiver, Darian Flowers, and he's got blockers, and look at him bust through the hole there. Good job, good teamwork. All the way for the long touchdown. That would make it 21-0 John Tyler. Now Lufkin would battle back in the first half in this one as Stubblefield avoids the trouble. Lefty goes to Bryce Taylor. What a catch. They would score after that, but Greg Ward able to hook up with Fred Ross. I'll get it right here in a second. Late in the ball game, and there it is. What a statement game right there for the John Tyler Lions, winning it 35-21. Your final score. What a performance by JT. As we mentioned, Emily Gagnon was at that game. She'll be joining us here in just a moment to have some reaction from Coach Holmes on that incredible win. Now, don't forget, we got Saturday football tomorrow, 7:30 Rose Stadium, Dream Mother Francis Classic. That's Robert E. Lee taking on Sulphur Springs. The Darrell Piskey era will be underway, and then John King and Longview go to SMU's Ford Field to take on Capel. Longview considered to make another deep run in the playoffs, but they got to do the non-district stuff first and play Capel over in Dallas. All right, next stop is to Lindale, where the defending Class 3A champs, the Chapel Hill Bulldogs, were in town. Don't forget, Lindale is now Class 4A, but these two still going to battle it out tonight. This is Jamarcus McGowan trying to get out of the end zone as that Lindale defense came to play tonight. Good stop by the Eagles. Josiah Johnson, now the quarterback for the Eagles. He gets it to Marcus Lynch, and then he's going to fire it to Dakota Murr. Nice little trick play right there, getting the fans involved. Mr. Trey Acey, another great tailback for Lindale, would score on the next play. That would make it 7-0. We have a final in this one, and Lindale Eagles, what a start for Coach Metter and company. 31-14, your final score. Big win for the Eagles. Don't worry, Chapel Hill will rebound. That's what they've been doing under Coach Sitton for many, many years now. Joining us on the phone is Chris Perry from the Tyler Paper. Now, Chris, you're normally our Robert E. Lee guy. You'll be doing that tomorrow night. Real quick, how impressive were the Eagles tonight to take out the defending state champs?
Very, very impressive. Forced four forced fumbles, 3 of them recovered pretty much on the doorstep of the goal line, and also with an interception. Chapel Hill kind of had a chance early on. There was a chance for a long touchdown pass that was dropped, and that allowed Lindale to take that 17, just a big 17-0 lead in at the break. And then Lindale just poured it on in the second half as Chapel Hill really capitulated under its own mistakes.
Chapel Hill and Chris Perry will rebound from this. They've got good players, but I think the most impressive thing is here, Lindale wants to prove they can compete in 4A, right?
Yeah, they looked good. Josiah Johnson looks really good running the football. And, of course, they did a little trick play to kind of get the passing game going. For the first game, you could tell both teams were exhausted, down the stretch. But Lindale gets the big victory. All
right, Chris Perry, good luck tomorrow night. We'll be, of course, watching your Twitter page as you will be covering the Robert E. Lee Red Raiders. All right, let's go into White House next. And what an offseason they had. The school board chose not to resign long-time and very successful head coach Randy McFarland. So he knows 2012 is going to be or has to be a special year. They also are going with the two-quarterback system. There's Patrick Mahomes, and there is Mr. Ryan Cheatham. But Patrick gets first dibs, and he looked good. First pass as a starting quarterback at beauty to Coleman Patterson. He gets the big first down, but the Cats would not get any points on the drive because of this guy. Hallsville's Kobe Bradford, 5 sacks on the night. He gets the Mahomes right there, second drive. Boy, Mahomes just making plays. Jake Parker over the middle. More from Jake coming up. Right now back to Patterson. That's Coleman. Touchdown Wildcats, first one of the season. They take a 7-0 lead. Now Hallsville trying to get back in this game, but little Isaiah Burton playing some Brandon Carr-like coverage right there. Gets the interception, and he says, Coach McFarland, put me on offense. I know how to run the football. Great return. He almost knocks me over right there. That would set up the Cats in great field position, but the defense bad and inexperienced last year really stepped up tonight. That's big Matt Gibson stuffing the reverse right there. Coach McFarland likes that. And then to close out, a good night for the Cats. This is Jake Parker on the punt return. He's got blockers, and he didn't celebrate too early there. He gets the touchdown. That's good for 6, and the Cats get it done. They did score again. That's 35-18 right now. It just went final, and, of course, Dylan Cantrell. Didn't have a highlight of him, but he had 3 touchdown receptions. He's, of course, one of the better receivers, maybe the best, him and Freddie Ross in the East Texas area. Shane the Shark Stark covers the White House Wildcats on a regular basis. Shane, real quick, before we get to the great highlights, the offense, how about the defense really showing some improvement for White House tonight, correct?
Yeah, they really did. I mean, they came up in big spots, had a couple turnovers that really kind of changed the course of the way things were going at the time. Hallsville still got a lot of yards rushing, but, I mean, that's what they do. White House, they wanted improvement this year, and it seems like they got it.
All right, as far as Dylan Cantrell, maybe a slow start, but, Shane, he's going to get a lot of doubles and maybe even some triple teams over there. How about him breaking out in the second half there?
Yeah, they covered him really well. He only had 4 catches on the night, but 3 of them were touchdowns. One of them was kind of a fade route that he just went up and grabbed it, kind of like a Trey McGuire kind of catch. That we used to see a lot over there. And then another, he dragged defenders like 15 yards to the end zone. So when he can get open and when he doesn't have defenders on him, he makes plays.
All right, thank you, Shane Stark. I can't wait to see more from the Wildcats this year. First break coming up right now on the ETFinalScore.com football show. Up next, we're going to get some reactions to that big win for the John Tyler Lions, and we'll check in on Henderson and much more coming up.
And Ashley Furniture Home Store. Sealy mattresses starting at only $99 each piece. This Sealy Ultra Plush Memory Foam Queen Set is only $499. You save $300. Plus, closeout savings of up to $200 on Tempur-Pedic Contour and Cloud models. Plus, 5 years no interest on all Tempur-Pedic beds. Payments starting as low as $25 a month on the #1 bed in America. Truckload savings through Labor Day at Ashley Furniture Home Store, a Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Subscribe to your Tyler Morning Telegraph today.